If there's one position in the golf swing that amateur golfers would love to be able to recreate that's similar to that of the professionals, would be the ability to deliver some shaft lean at impact, so they can hit down on the ball and hit truly compressed golf shots. That feeling you know when you get it just right. And a precursor to that impact position would be how the club looks in the downswing, particularly this P6 position, position 6, where the shaft is parallel to the ground in the downswing. Where the hands and club are at this point in time in the swing is a strong indicator of what's going to happen at impact. So many people get it wrong when trying to improve their downswing mechanics, hold the wrist angles for longer and allow them to really hit down at the golf ball. If you want to learn the true secret and sequence necessary to improve your downswing sequence and ultimately improve your impact conditions and alignments, you're going to want to stick around. This video is going to discuss something that nobody else is talking about. The common error that you may see in your own swing and that I see on the lesson tee is a golfer at P6 where the shaft is parallel to the ground, where the end of the club and the hands are so far away from the body that the golfer's left with no choice but to get into this flippy or scoopy impact position. That wide arc downswing is a tremendous issue seen across a vast number of golfers. High handicap golfers struggle with this tremendously. And even some of you better players watching will also recognize that this is something that you do in your swing. This reduces your propensity to hit down at the ball correctly and truly compress the ball. You can hit reasonably good shots doing it this way, but only if the lie is perfect. And you'll know from the recent video we made on the driving range mats and how they lie to you, that if you don't experience quality ball striking once you're outside on the grass, then you're probably suffering from some form of this issue. Why do so many golfers look like this coming down, where the hands and the club are too wide in the downstroke arc, causing this flipping or this scooping? Well, it really comes down to poor understanding of a sequence that's necessary in the downswing. And some of that's down to the instructions that are being portrayed by many instructors online, such as the fact that in order to create power, we need to get our body to open up in the downswing. That's something that people have talked about for a while now, this need to start the downswing by turning and opening up the body. It's actually the opposite. You've been sold a bit of a lie there as far as what really happens. Because if I did this, if I just got to the top of the swing and just turned and opened my body, there'd be no power at all. There'd be no arm coming off the body and no ability to transfer the momentum into the golf ball. So when you see this picture where your hands and club are trailing you, what's really trailing you is your arms. You have to get your arms down off your body much faster in the downswing, and that's the movement, that's the drill that will allow you to start compressing these shots correctly. And I want to share a simple idea with you about how your arms move around your body in the entire golf swing. If we took the spine as the midline, and I said that I set up to the golf ball with my arms and club more or less in front of my midline, you would then understand from this down the line camera that by the time I get to the top of my backswing, my arms are no longer in front of my spine. They've moved around my midline. So there's a travel of the arms around the body in the backswing to the right of the midline. So I no longer have this club out in front of me, the arms have orbited my body and they're now to the right of my midline. And that's the same on the follow through. If I was to swing down, hit the ball and finish the swing, you can see from this down the line camera that the arms are now to the left of my midline. They're no longer in front and they're certainly not to the right still. So that's an interesting concept and quite a simple way to think about this. Your arms are going to go to the right of your body on the backswing, but as you start down, you need to move them back down in front of you faster. Get the arms to move back in front of the body faster than you're currently doing. That's going to require you to understand the feeling that's happening in the left arm and the right arm at the same time to get this club down to the ball. And while you're doing that, you're going to need to understand how to hold back your body turn, something that might be tricky for you, but if you can delay the body movement and speed up the arms, you're going to start to see and resemble these sort of downswing and impact alignments that you're really looking for. So how would I go about helping somebody to improve the sequencing of their downswing in this piece specifically? I give this drill out on a daily basis, whether that's in-person lessons or online, and particularly on Skillist, where I'm teaching a number of online lessons, I'm showing golfers how to do this movement and demonstrating it exactly like you're going to see here. This is the exact way that I would teach this drill. Go to the top of your backswing, and what I need you to try to feel like you do is keep your turns, that's your shoulders and your hips, closed. So you get to the top of your swing, you have your shoulder turn closed, you have your hip turn closed, and as you keep your shoulders closed and your hips closed, you'll see this from down the line here a little more clearly perhaps, I'm going to move my arms down away from my body. You'll see front and down the line how my shoulder turn and my hip turn is still closed. What I've done there specifically is to move my left arm away from my body. This is an abduction of the lead arm. So the lead arm, which got closer to my shoulder at the top of the swing, got closer to my torso, I'm going to pull that down and away from me while keeping my turns closed. At the same time, my right arm is going to also straighten slightly and adduct towards the midline. So I'm moving my hands past my body. That's the easiest way to think about it. I'm moving my hands past my spine. And as I fire my arms down off my body like this, I'm trying to hold on to the wrist angles. So I'm not trying to let my wrist angles come out. That's the extra piece that you need to understand. The left arm moves faster past the body, the right arm moves faster past the midline, and I'm holding on to these wrist angles. You can see that as I do that, I'm going to have the handle much more forward, and if I continue to move in that way, move the arms down past my body, hold on to the wrist angles, my ability to hit the ground increases, and most importantly, to hit the ground further forwards. I'm moving my low point forward by having a later release point. My wrists can stay loaded for longer because my arms are moving past my body correctly. That's the complete opposite. The body being in front, the wrists uncocking prematurely, a huge power leakage in your swing that's causing you to not only miss-hit the ball, hit fat shots and thin shots because now your low point is behind the ball. Remember, this is so typical of golfers who struggle to make good contact once they get outside from the grass. Doing this drill correctly, you'll see how the arms are more forward, the wrist angles are maintained, and the contact point on the ground is much more forward. So I hit down more and I can hit further forward on the ground. That's perfect low point control that will lead to those perfectly compressed iron shots. That's the sound and the contact that I want to hear and feel when I'm doing this drill. The divot's clearly after the ball. There's enough down there for me to be able to really feel like I can compress this ball. It's a punch shot of some description. It's a type of punch shot because I'm trying to limit my body rotation into the follow through. The idea of this exercise is it's a training mechanism for getting your arms to go faster and past your body. I'd still like you to feel like you hit this thing and stop with the wrist angles still intact. This is an extension of my favorite drill, the hit hard, stop quick drill. This just has a more emphasis on the speed of the arms. So you can practice this at home, get to the top of your backswing, just practice pulling those arms down in front of you and past your midline. You can do this in the mirror, you can just practice what this would be like. If you have access to some grass or anything that you can hit on the ground, just get a sense of where that club is bottoming out more forward. That's the shaft lean that you're looking for. And when you come to actually hit balls with this drill, just be very mindful of the arms speeding up whilst holding on to the wrist angles. That's your feeling. Arms speed up, hold the wrist angles, and my body's staying closed. I mean, you can't see that. That ball is carrying 120, 130 yards. It's a punch, it's like a long chip shot. This is an 8-iron. And this is such a powerful way to increase your speed, your arm speed, and actually start to transfer the potential energy and power out of your backswing and into the downswing. As I said to you already, there's an enormous power leakage that's going on every time you swing. When you're keeping your arms stuck to your body, there's nothing getting this power off of your body, out through your arms and out to the golf club. You're just wasting it. So you can actually hit the ball much further, even though this swing might look very short or very small. So that's the best way to practice this thing. Stay closed with the turns, fire the arms past the midline, hold the wrist angles. As you get good at this, you'll be able to take this a little further into the follow through while still trying to feel like your body stays closed. At no time does your body really stay closed forever. Your body will always start to play catch up. This is a sequencing drill where currently you have the body moving too fast and the arms stuck behind. And this exercise is specifically to speed up the arms and get them going past the body. The body will keep moving into the follow through. You just don't need to think about it. It will automatically follow if you get the arms right. That one's even better. I really felt like I just wanted to take my arms that little bit further past me that time while still trying to maintain the wrist angles. I use this exercise in my own game just to get this sense of strike back when sometimes I might lose it. I'm certainly guilty in my own game of losing some of these wrist angles through the ball, and my contact can get a little bit thin, a little bit clean, and I really lose that lovely compression. There is no exercise better for me or for you than doing this one right here if you want to improve the quality of your ball striking. This could potentially take your ball striking to a completely different level, because if you've never done this before, you'll never have really experienced that true feeling of a compressed golf shot. And the final part to this video, just to add another level of detail to this drill, is to incorporate the towel drill, which you may have seen in the recent video I made about how driving range mats are actually masking your practice, making you worse, not better. If you watched that video, you'll have seen I placed 4 golf balls on the ground, put the towel behind the balls, and then removed these 3. That created for me a barrier behind the golf ball, which was going to increase my propensity to hit down at the ball. The angle of attack was going to get better, and I was going to improve my ball striking even while training from a mat. The problem with mats is you can't really see when you hit behind the ball. You can definitely see when you're outside on the grass like this. So some of you won't be lucky enough to be able to practice from the grass. If you can't, it's really important you incorporate the towel into your practice so you're getting feedback if you get this wrong. Let me show you. Come down, complete the drill correctly, arms pull down, hold on to those wrist angles. That contact point with the ground is going to be very far forward of the ball and certainly very far forward of the towel. However, get this wrong in your actual delivery of the club to the ball, the arc of your downswing gets too wide and your wrists start to unhinge prematurely, you're going to strike the mat, or the towel I should say, just before you hit the ball. You'll get the feedback of hitting the towel. We want to avoid that. You can incorporate this outside if you want to, but the grass is really much more of a true indicator of how you're striking the ball. But I'm putting this here for those of you who don't have access to practicing from the grass. Put a barrier behind the ball that forces you to improve the delivery here with the arms going past the midline, holding onto that wrist angle and delivering that wonderful shaft lean for that fully compressed golf shot. That one was absolutely hammered. There's no getting away from how helpful this drill is. I want you to give it a try. I want you to see if you can make a difference to your downswing so that your ball striking quality improves, your distance improves because you're delivering less dynamic loft, you're delivering more shaft lean, so your ball speed goes up, you'll hit it better than ever before, further than ever before, and with less effort. Can you imagine what that might feel like? Get down in the comments and let me know if you try this drill and if it helped you. And if you're interested in learning more about online lessons, you can check out the Skillist app where you'll find my services listed there. I help golfers all over the world every day to improve their golf games with drills just like this one. If you did enjoy the video today, I'd love you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. There are so many videos just like this one that you can get access to for free every single week. And if you'd like an extra layer of access to me and extra videos, then you can consider subscribing to the YouTube membership. You'll get member-only videos every single week, and you'll also get access to live streams that I'll do every single month. The details of that will be down in the description. Check it out, come join the community. I'd love to have you along. I have touched on this topic previously when I did a video discussing whether the arms or the body start the downswing. I'd highly encourage you to go and check out this video next, which also discusses how you can incorporate the driver into this drill.